Hey everyone, how's it going? Grizzlyberry here with the first installment of the Map Callouts series, where I will be going over the most commonly used names for places in TF2 maps. This week we're going over CP Badlands, so let's hop right into it. Coming out of the right spawn door we have what is called top right. On the other side we have top left. Keep in mind these callouts change when you're pushing into last, so top left would be top right and vice versa. This is true for all directional callouts. If you head down the stairs from top left, you enter bottom left. Scouts really like to sneak through here and capture last, so it's important to keep an eye on it. Once again, if you're pushing into last, this would be called bottom right. Heading back into last, we have tube. This is the cylinder that surrounds the point. Soldiers and demos will sometimes hide up here because it's hard to see them unless you're directly on the point, so look out for that. If you stay on the lower part of last and head out the main door, you enter an area called main. Main wraps all the way around this lower area until you get to the shutter door. Snipers tend to hang out around these barrels to kill medics hanging out on top right, so look out for that. This area is called barrels. If you go all the way around main, you come to this area with health and ammo. This is lower lobby. The stairs to the right lead up to upper lobby, which is also accessible from the stairs in main. If you go right out of upper lobby, you come to an area called dropdown. If you continue this way, you'll run into what is called battlements, or bats for short. You can also reach this area by going left out of upper lobby. Right off of battlements is an area called trash. It's this back corner that leads directly into lower lobby. Looking out from battlements, you'll see the second point, which is commonly known as spire. To the right of that, we have gray bridge, which leads to main and lower lobby through a shutter door. You can refer to this door as shutter. If we zoom out, this whole area around second is called yard. To the left of yard is a cliff leading to spire called Pride Rock, or Pride for short. It's common for classes to jump from here to get to second. To the right of yard, we have what's known as porch or patio. This leads into house, which we'll get to in just a minute. At the very back of yard is choke, which leads to the midpoint. Before we cover mid, let's go back to dropdown. If you head out of dropdown instead of going to bats, you enter this area. This area is commonly referred to as flank. Flank is made up of a few different parts, the first being resupply or resup. This is the area right outside of the resupply you have access to. If you stay up top after moving forward, you cross this wooden bridge called diag, which is short for diagonal. It's also called Z. Below this walkway is valley. If you continue across diag, you enter what's known as house. House refers to the main section of this building. The small room right off a house that has a window looking to the point is called window, and the balcony right off of that is called balcony. Dropping off a balcony leads us straight back to valley. If you head straight, you'll end up under the point, which is referred to as under. If you go left instead, you'll go up a hill, which is called hill. There are also some rock formations referred to as hoodoos. If you go right instead, you'll go through what's known as shithouse or closet. Once you're through shithouse, you run into train. Since Badlands is a symmetrical map, there are two of everything at mid. You can simply refer to these areas as their or our. For example, the enemy combo is pushing through the house on their side, you would say combo in their house. Alternatively, if they're coming through your team's house, you would say combo in our house. That pretty much clears up the callouts for CP Badlands. Keep in mind, callouts can be different for each team, but these are some of the most commonly used terms. Spend a little time learning these and others will thank you. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. If you didn't, I would love to hear what I can do to improve future videos. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.